what was even nicer was, yeah, great.
So this book returns to the character of Ace, who we last saw on TV in 1989. Can you tell us a bit about where we find Ace when this book starts, what's going on in her life?
Yeah, well, you've read it, some of you, have you? Some of you have, some of you haven't.
I've listened to it.
You've listened to it, okay. Yeah, so we find Ace all these years later. She's actually, I mean, it's really where that sort of is as well, because the story of it is that I did the trailer first. Pete McTighe, who wrote Kablam last year for Jodie's Doctor, and he wrote, what was it called this year with Chris Chibnall? The one, the global warming one. Praxeus, that's it. Gosh, I must learn these things. Sorry, Pete. He contacted me, I guess it was about last May or so, and he just emailed me out of the blue and said, I've got this script for a trailer for the Blu-ray, have a read and see what you think. And I read it and promptly burst into tears because it was so kind of moving, you know, to sort of the retrospective and everything like that. And he said, we're going to film it, I'm going to direct it and film it and produce it. And so we did.
Don't rub it in, because that's what we were going to show.
Oh, you've all seen it, haven't you? And if you haven't, yeah, just look it up on YouTube later. Anyway, and that really was the idea for the starting point for the book, with Ace now older, probably kind of melancholy. She's got this charity, a Charitable Earth, which of course came from Russell T Davies's idea from the Sarah Jane Adventures, and that she was overlooking the Tower of London, which is where Unit was, and really we used that idea for where she is now. She's a multi-million / billionaire. She's been running a Charitable Earth for some time, and sort of always in the back of her mind is like this unfinished business with the Doctor. They'd left on a sort of sour note, and she wants to sort of rectify that at some point. But then what happens is she's getting these nightmares, and it's a recurring nightmare, and then for various reasons she finds herself back in Perivale, where it's all kicking off, and there's young people are disappearing, and so she gets involved. That's where it starts.
There's references all the way through it of sort of like Cheetah People, Zygons, Nitro 9. Is that something you had in mind, or was it something you were actually pleasing sort of older fans? You know?
Well, I don't think you can. Yeah, because I don't think you can write a story about Ace without bringing in some of the old references. And I would say I know you guys pretty well by now. After, what is it? How long have we been together? 32 years, some of you. Who have I known for 32 years? Probably a fair few, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So we go back a long way, don't we?
Yeah.
And so, you know, I think it would be bonkers not to have references to, and you know what it's like, the Blue Peter stuff, for example. I really wanted that in.